Half human, half machine. It's up to you to crush the android revolution with metal-mashing warfare and devastating super moves. Grind metal against metal in the two-player confrontation. Get ready for turbocharged 32-meg gameplay. The brutal artificial intelligence and revolutionary 3D graphics will change the way you look at fighting games. This is Rise of the Robots from Mirage, published by Acclaim in 1994. And real quick, I've got to go look something up because I didn't do it before, and I'm, leave all this in because I'm not professional in any way, shape, or form. No, I thought for some reason Coolio had played this for something, but that might have been something different. Anyway, it's a fighting game where you beat things up with robots. There you go. What else do you need to know? Excuse me. Originally developed for the Amiga and PC DOS computers, it was ported to various consoles like the Super NES, the Mega Drive, and the 3DO. Yeah, check that out. 3D friggin' O. Game includes a single player mode in which we assume the role of Echo 32-2 Cyborg as he attempts to stop the Supervisor, who takes over ElectroCorp's facilities in Metropolis 4. Developed by a team of 5 people, that's pretty darn good. Rise of the Robots was intended to use a high level of AI that was never seen in fighting games at the time. The game features music from Queen's lead guitarist Brian May, although it only uses The Dark and Resurrection, a track taken from a solo album Back to the Light, while the in-game music was done by Richard Joseph. Contemporary and retrospective reviews are negative, with much of the criticism targeting its crippling gameplay and controls, despite being praised for good graphics. The sequel was released in 1996. Yeah, the controls are not great, and the fighting is not great, but you know what? You saw these graphics. 1994 on the Super Nintendo? Holy crap, that's pretty good. It was a commercial hit. The Amiga Power magazine, Jonathan Davies described how review copies had only been released to the press a few days before the game went on sale, and concluded by stating that it's probably because the graphics are so good and the game plays so poorly. Every move the robot makes takes so many frames of animation and so much memory and so many months of rendering with 3D, it probably wouldn't have been possible to make the gameplay any more complicated than it is. He highlighted a number of flaws, including the fact that you cannot turn around, the limited sound effects and music, the fact that the vast majority of the computer opponents could be defeated by a repeated use of a simple flying kick, as you will see in this episode, and static background graphics. Andy Nuttall of the One Amiga have made similar comments. He writes, except on hard level, all but the Supervisor and other opponents can be slaughtered by trapping them in the corner and inflicting repeated jump kicks. Criticized it for its short length and added there aren't enough characters. Reviewing the SNES version, EGM said the graphics are excellent, but the poor control and limited number of moves cripples the game. GamePro called it one of the most unappealing fighting games ever made for the SNES, citing the dark and bland color scheme and extremely weak and choppy controls. Do I think it's terrible? Yeah, I think as a fighting game it's pretty disappointing. But it looks good, and I don't like Donkey Kong Country either. I don't think it plays very well worth the damn. I don't enjoy playing it, but it's pretty good to look at. Same thing here.